Morning, everyone. I have a pair of Chelsea Salvatore Ferragamos today. This pair is really unique in that it has a slight reverse patina to it. So we have navy blue here, and it fades into kind of like a charcoal brown grayish kind of color. Really, really neat, really subtle, something you wouldn't really notice offhand walking down the street, someone wearing these, but something that the owner notices and something that the owner knows that's there, you know? So let's get started, knocking off the dust. Little leather lotion, help bring these pups back. This is where you start to see the true color of the article that you're working on. Once it's all cleaned up, properly hydrated, it starts to tell more of a story. Sometimes dirt can hide scuffs too. So you're really not able to formulate a plan of attack until you get to this stage, really. Microfiber cloths. Always microfiber. The other towels that you might want to use, or you might think of using, like auto shop rags or something like that. They're cheaper, but they leave behind small hairs and little burrs and stuff. So microfiber is best for not leaving behind that. All right, so we have them all cleaned up. You can see some scuffing on the back here. We're gonna try to take care of that. This area here. It might be pretty far into the leather though, so it might be something you would want to stain. But we're not going to do that today. We're just going to try to do our best. You can see the patina on it, burnishing. Really nice. So I have gray here from Pure Polish. It's their cloud gray cream polish, and I also have some navy blue from Pure. Really cool stuff. I'm going to be using blue Lincoln stain wax, and then a layer of Pure Polish's High Shine at the end. Let's get to it. So, there's a way to do this where you don't mess everything up. You got to be really careful because you have one color here, one color there, so you don't want to like put blue all over it or put gray all over it. That'll really swing the color. So what we want to do is we want to see where it's blue, add the blue. See where it's gray, add the gray, and kind of blend in at the edges a tiny bit. I'll show you. Let's start with the blue. Blue looks pretty light, but it goes on fairly dark. And I'm noticing some of the edges along here are kind of burnished as well, and at the tip here it's kind of burnished. So I'm going to avoid those areas with the blue. Very subtle. Have to be careful. The back here, some scuffing. All right. We're just going to add color. That gray, it's really neat. I'm going to wipe off my finger so I don't put blue into the gray can or tin. I might add a bit of brown stain wax to this as well. So I'm seeing slight brown hues. So just kind of lightly feather out. Blending the color. Really nothing to it, but you don't want to push it on there too hard. Alright, so since these colors are mostly in the darker spectrum on the black side, I'm going to be using a black brush, what I use for dark black colors or darker colors like that that are not brown in any way. When I use my brown on this, I'll use the brown brush. And I'll try to stick to those brown areas with the brush. I'm doing really well already. This pair is responding to the treatments. A little bit of brown, and I think it's going to be a chocolate brown. So we're going to do light brown for Lincoln, because Lincoln's light brown is more of a chocolate brown. And real light, just not a whole lot. Just kind of feathering it, blending it. Very light pressure, harder pressure where it is brown, right? And then lighter pressure to blend it into the rest. Straight lines, but different directions. And we have a bit of brown right here on this scuffing. Just kind of feather it out in all directions. Maybe a little bit of brown on this side as well. Feather it out. I notice up here on the lip, it's getting kind of bare. Up here. I hope you can see that okay. Let's see. I think we got it all covered. Maybe this part, and the piping. All the little details matter in here. Piping in there. It's pretty substantial. Alright, so let's use the brown brush now. Really light to the touch. I'm going to try to stay around the brown areas. I'm using the tip of the brush here, right? The tip of the brush in these piping areas. And this helps feather out the color. And I'm not hitting all the areas where the blue is.
Too much. Later, guys.
The mailman, he comes in here a lot and he talks sports for what seems like 2 hours with the guys. It's kind of funny. Let's see. think a good shine. So we're gonna switch to our pure polish high shine. It's a really beautiful pair of shoes. Boots, rather. We're going to focus on the toe and the heel because of the nature of the wax. It's stiffer type waxes, so putting it on the vamp would be problematic. You would get a lot of cracking or breaking right here. If we were to put the high shine there, it would not look great after a while. So if you're enjoying the content, you're learning something, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, share the videos. All your support helps. Leave comments. Really appreciate it, guys. Okay. Let's do a little bit of buffing now. I like to do circles, straight lines, back and forth. Circles, straight lines, back and forth. Get the heel. Can't forget the heel. You know what? We forgot about some black polish on the edges. Let's do that real quick. It's gonna look way better now. We use black polish, so we're gonna use the black brush. And we're gonna focus the brush on those areas, on the edges. That looks a lot better. See those edges, you can see that they're all nice and shiny, well protected. You can't skip things like that, you know. You have to remember that the little things make the big things. And if we were to skip that, just wouldn't be as good, you know. All right, tell me, guys, what do you think about these pair of shoes in the comments, before and after. Just a bit of polish can really brighten your day. Hope you guys have a good day. Take care of each other. Be kind. Thank you.